Hi, welcome back to Jane's Brain Space. You're back for another Welcome Home OC that I drew because I actually can't stop drawing fan art of this. And again, with a disclaimer, I am not associated with Welcome Home or Clown. The only characters that belong to me are my OCs. But again, I am not associated with either Welcome Home or Clown. I know I'm probably going to add it in the description, but I just feel like I have to, just for reasons. So here is Honey Bee. And actually, I knew I wanted to draw an anthropomorphic bear. That's hard to say. But I didn't really have the full idea of her yet. And I do have a style of how I draw animals like that. I am not saying that word again. But I did have to reference, and I used reference for Barnaby since he's the closest that I actually needed. And I knew her first name was gonna be Honey, and then I didn't know what the last name is because no matter what, I'm just very bad at coming up with last names. I asked my friend Maddie, and she said, "Why not Bee? Because Honey Bee." And I noticed that it's like bear, but without the R in it. I made her gonna mess with the lighting. I made her a I would say, oh shoot, my phone is dying. I should be fine. I gave her a tan fur color. I think there actually is a bear, maybe, with this color. I'm not sure. I didn't do a grizzly bear or like a bear that's more familiar. Also because, this is a puppet show. I can mess around with the colors if I want to. Okay, her nose was actually a little hard to do because I didn't know how to connect her mouth and the nose without it looking weird. And I feel like this is the closest and what I did. She has, oh, wait. I just realized what I did. She's fuzzy, of course, because by law, I have to make her fuzzy. She has little flower earrings. She has toe beans or paw pads. I just like calling them toe beans, which you probably know from my mom's channel. I gave her this necklace because when I didn't draw the necklace, her neck just looked so bare and I didn't like it. So then I just up necklaces, and I like this simple design. Excuse me. I was also trying to figure. I first looked up bee themed designs, but most of those were just like designs with with a bee and a title like honeybee on it. But that wouldn't really work for a puppet, either way, because just by actual puppet characters, they don't really have a logo or a title on their clothing. So I feel like that wouldn't make much sense. And then I found this cool flower pattern shirt, and that fits. I guess, okay, Barnaby doesn't technically wear pants because he's a dog, but I would have felt weird if I didn't add pants. So screw it. Oh, you cannot. That looks brown. Okay, on camera it looks like orange brown, but it is actually magenta red in real life. So just stick with that. I gave her. Okay, I just keep giving almost all these characters bell bottoms, or at least bell bottom style. And I thought, yeah, cool. I didn't add shoes because that part I had at least not do. I knew what pose I wanted her to do, but I never draw that pose from this perspective. But I'm really proud of how her legs turned out. Her little fluffy tail. I also noticed in Welcome Home, the characters have different depending on who, they have a different eye shape, or how their I almost forgot what it was. Their eyelid is. Some are present, or some are not as present, and some aren't. Same deal with the eyelashes. And I thought this eyelash idea was gonna fit her. Wow. There you go. And I had a little beauty mark. Whenever I add beauty mark to a character, I'm just like, I wonder how that look if I put a beauty mark. Yeah, that's staying. That's actually what happened. And so she has a beauty mark. I put her in an egg chair because, well, let me read her profile. First, let me clear my throat. Honeybee is no doubt the most sweetest and most patient resident of the neighborhood. This sweet honey bear runs her own radio station, always ready to lend an ear and listen to her friends. So yes, I made another. I think it's because since Eddie and Hattie are the only canon neighbors with jobs, I think that's why I have Noir Film as the neighborhood detective and Honeybee as the what's a radio host? I'm not sure. Tell me in the comments what I'm thinking about because I don't remember. Honey was thought to not even be a part of the show due to her low screen time compared to the other neighbors. But I'm right above my phone, so if it sounds loud or weird, that's why. But her radio show actually seems to be the only times we hear her. Before, kids could call Honey on her radio station to talk and ask questions to her and other residents. I'm not sure if I got that inspired by something similar to that, because I did I think send letters to a specific address or something. I'm not sure, but I felt that would make sense because of the whole idea. For a while, Honey's design was also unknown. Why can't I? Oh, geez, my eyes are not focusing on the letters. With no images or even merchandise to figure it out. But after digging deep, we found the design of the Honey Sweet Bear. Actually, sometimes Honey's voice. Yeah, it's because I added the house building right there. It's a little hard to tell. Can be heard playing in the background of an episode from a radio. So again, like I did with Noir Film, if you seen that video, I added a little bit of lore to him because since the whole idea of Welcome Home is sweet puppet show hiding some dark secrets and lore, and of course I had to do that with this other OC I did. So the whole idea is she's not exactly I say that for Noir, he's also not as seen, but he's more in the background at least. Honeybee is hardly shown, would be actually shown in the show. Her more present scene would be as her voice. And I thought it would make sense if for a while her design was a bit unknown because she was only known as the radio, and you can't really get a lot of definition from an audio. So I feel like how, again, this is just my OC. This is my OC. None of this is actually true. But this is my idea of how it would go. I feel like to figure this out, it would be more listening carefully to the audio to see if the other neighbors kind of describe Honey a bit. Like maybe Barnaby says I'm furry friend or something tail related. I'm not 100% sure about that, but honestly, I love how she turned out. She is so cute. She's also kind of like the cool. Okay, so one of my favorite characters is probably Partridge, who is the mother friend, and honestly, I just love those kind of figures or dad friend. When they're kind of when they show when they kind of the parent of the other friends. I just love that so much. Honey is like the cool aunt of the neighborhood, but also the quote resident mom because I can. I still can't draw houses, and I also did not know how to draw this correctly. So I just looked up 70s theme radio broadcast or something. and this structure was it. I just did not want to do the house, so it's very simple. I added bear ears to it, and the I forget what it's called. The I actually don't remember. But you know what this is. I just forget what it's called. I added a little flower on the top because I thought that'd be cute. That's the wrong thing. See, I got a lot of references this time around. Again, I used Barnaby because I kind of needed like for how built because I knew I didn't want her to be. How do I say this without sounding rude? I knew I didn't want her to be like her idea to be more skinny. It was more like in the middle. I'm sorry if that sounds rude. But I also it was like right in the middle and I felt like this kind of like rounder hourglass shape fit her the most. I'm so proud of how she turned. Oh yeah. that was kind of a joke because I also thought like he's actually that guy's actually from a real puppet show, but I have no memory of him. So I just use that for like just bear references of a puppet because I actually didn't remember that there was a bear puppet in history. And okay, I don't remember where I heard. I thought because since I wanted to keep with the color idea and I needed like a specific brown, I used Eddie's skin color and darkened it a bit to get the color I needed. And I felt that was really smart because she looks so cute. I should really work. Oh, then I had to figure out how I did the thing. This took an hour, 31 minutes, and 28 seconds. I really should stop making Welcome Home OCs, but I can't because they're just so fun to make. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.